Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to see the solution for find the second largest number in the array. For understanding the solution of this question better, I would recommend you to watch the last two videos where we have tried to find the largest and the smallest number in an array. So let us get started with this. First, we define a function called second largest. We pass array in the parameter. Inside this, first of all, we will need two variables. Let's call it largest and second largest, or maybe second. And both of this variable will be initialized by infinity, minus infinity. Okay. Now we are going to run a loop throughout this array. And I plus plus. Okay. So the very first condition, exactly like when we were finding the largest number, we're going to check if the array of I is greater than the largest. Okay. In that case, we will replace the value of this largest with the array of I. But before that, before replacing the value of the largest, we'll also replace the value of second largest with the existing value of largest. What I mean by this is, first we are going to assign this largest value to the second, okay? And then the largest will become array of I, okay? For now, I'm just showing you what we achieved by this. It's not the complete solution, but I'll show you the example. Suppose this is the array, and let this array be, yeah. So we get 4. So what happened here is, in the first iteration, the value of largest was minus infinity and second was minus infinity. So when this condition was fulfilled, we gave the value of second as largest. So currently it became minus infinity itself, and the largest became 4. In the second iteration, when the value of I was 9, the value of second became 4 and value of largest became 9. And so on, the iteration went on. So this is how we have given the value of second to the largest and moved on with the loop. But here, if you see, if I go with another large value and try to run this, we still get 4. But this is not correct in this case because we have missed one condition. What if the value of I is not greater than largest, existing largest, but it is somehow greater than the existing second? So for that, we will just add another condition, else if array of I is greater than second. We are checking only this part. In that case, second becomes array of I. So now if I run this code, I'll see 8. So it fulfills both this condition. In this question, there can be a lot of corner cases. Some of them I have listed on. The first one is, what if the array is empty? Okay. And also, what if the array has only one element or less than two elements? Okay. So currently, if the array is empty, we are giving minus infinity. Okay. This is an existing value that we have given, but we can return a null, right? And even if the array is one or less than two elements, we can return null in that case also. For that, we can just add one condition here at the very beginning of the function, that if array dot length is less than 2, simply return null. So now we get null in case the array is empty or if array just has two values. Sorry, less than two values in that case. Okay. The third corner case is negative elements. So suppose this array was like, let's copy this. We'll make it negative 2 and all of them is negative. I think this existing solution will run fine for negative case also. Let's check. So we get minus 10. It is the second largest because the largest was minus 3. So it works fine for that. The last thing is, what about if the array has duplicate elements? So our array was this. If I run the solution, I get 20. So if we see that 20 is the largest and 20 is also the second largest. So technically, according to the code, what it is doing is it is taking the largest number as 20 and then the second largest as the second 20. But this is not what we want. What we want, if there is duplicate element, it should return the second largest number that is there in the element. In this case, it will be 20. Sorry, in this case, it will be 10. So in order to do that, we just have to make one very small change in the if-else part, where we are just checking the second largest. We're just going to add one condition that also check if array of I is not equals to largest. Okay. So it will eliminate if the value is equals to largest, it will just move on to the next one. Let us just run and check. So now we get 10. So yes, this is the solution for finding out the second largest element in an array. Also, we have covered a lot of corner cases along with the solution. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.